So our next winner for the Professional of the Year Award is one of the most respected lawyers, lots of lawyers in this room by the way, in the real estate space in Canada, and has received numerous accolades for his clients, from his clients and his peers. Let's have a look.
James Papadimitriou was born in Montreal in 1961 to recently arrived parents from Greece. His family initially settled in the Rosemont district and later moved to what is now known as the Plateau, a multicultural laboratory at the foot of Mount Royal, where he learned that many windows enrich you with many views. He attended Outremont High School, where he made many lifelong friends, including Ted Dranius and George and Nick Tsitsouris, that are in the room tonight, and was student council president. He was swept up by Saturday Night Fever and known as Disco James. After completing his BCom at McGill University and graduating with great distinction, he attended McGill Law School, earning his BCL and LLB and meeting many new lifelong friends, including Peter Mardakis and HBOT member Peter Pamel. He practiced at Ogilvy Renault, followed by a stint as in-house counsel at Canada Steamship, and then joining his friend Peter Pamel at BLG before being one of the founding partners of Blake's Montreal. He currently is practice lead of McCarthy Tétrault's real estate group for the province of Quebec and is internationally recognized for his expertise and as a trusted advisor by leading industry publications such as Lexpert, Chambers, Best Lawyers, and Euromoney. He is also a fellow of the American College of Mortgage Attorneys and governor of the Quebec Bar Foundation, as well as trustee of the Jewish General Hospital Foundation. Recent representative transactions include acting for the purchasers of La Cité Apartments, Bell Campus, BCE Head Office, Liberty Office Park, and for lenders on L'Avenue and Commonar's purchase of a large shopping center portfolio from Ivanhoe, Cambridge. His greatest achievement is his marriage to Anastasia and his family, as well as a supportive network of close friends and business associates.
It's great to see everyone, but as Jackie Mason once said, it's great to see anyone at a certain age. I'd like to first of all thank the HBOT videographer for all of their hard work at guiding me to the McCarthy Tétrault Library. And for those of you who have worked with me, you'll know that that's no small feat, and I will excuse you for the cardiac arrest for pictures of me in the library. Last summer, I told my mother I was working at Liberty Office Park for most of the summer, and I did that transaction with Elias and his colleagues. And she said, you know, it's nice that you get out for some air every once in a while, and you get to play in parks every once in a while. That's really sweet. Liberty Office Park, of course, was a $385 million transaction with a lot of institutional investors from across the country in Canderel. My mom was not impressed. Last week, she saw the ad in Vima, and she said, wow, you're an overnight success. And so, you may have seen a picture of my law partner, Jean Charest, who told me, you know, James, it takes a lifetime to be an overnight success. Which I told my mom, again, not impressed, more impressed with Vima. It takes more than a lifetime. It takes a village, as Hillary Clinton said. It takes the village of our forefathers who taught us the values of hard work, family, and philotimo. And I know I had a lovely conversation with, I know many of you know PK Subban, but there's another famous PK here, PK Karabatsos, who is a very active investor in real estate. And I would invite you all to Google philotimo on the internet. There is a very, very, very long My friend Costa Kostarakis knows all about it. Discussion about it with our compatriots in the U.S., namely Arianna Huffington, George Stephanopoulos. It's a very hard word to translate. I know, Elia, I'll give you the challenge of translating that for your colleagues. It's a very, very difficult word to translate, but it's a word that is integral to our identity. So it takes the village of our forefathers, and I know those bridges are slowly falling, but we have to keep that faith and we have to keep that bond to that village. It takes the village of all the schools that we went to, all the schools that where we acquired morphosi. I know, George, you mentioned philotimo. There's also morphosi, which is actually another hard word to translate. The village of the educational institutions we all went to also filled us with a sense of pride and also wonder, actually, at the contribution of Hellenism to Western society, including to our German friends. And King Frederick, I know, has built all those great monuments in downtown Athens. They all think the Athenians built them, but no, it was the Germans that built them. It also is a village of business associates that actually create and sustain all of the success that we have. Whoops! It's still in one piece. That was Angela Merkel. That sustain our success in business. It's also all the villages that we live in at home, the villages that fill us with love and success from our families and our friends. It is also the village that we live in HBOT through the brilliant and inspirational leadership of, pardon the expression, King George I, George Sotiris, which has been continued by my good friend King George II, George Alexopoulos. Bravo. I would encourage all of you to remain engaged and continue and increase your engagement in HBOT so we can continue the Hellenic conversation and the Hellenic journey. Félicitations à tous les récipiendaires ce soir pour tous les prix bien mérités. Merci au Conseil et pour toutes les belles reconnaissances que vous avez octroyées parmi nous. Félicitations au comité organisateur pour cette merveilleuse soirée et particulièrement à Peggy. Peggy est où, là? En tout cas, magnifique. Merci. Efcharisto Kalnichta. And this one's for Theophany. Thank you.